Arizona State. Yeah, so that was like 9-7. What do you think the odds will be for Nevada? It'll be like tonight.
I didn't know if it's go up.
I will say that little ball coach down there will bring everything he's got. Oh, really?
Not too good.
Appreciate it.
All right, kind of an interesting game for you. You got you seemed kind of animated on the sidelines. You had a couple of those penalties. You came out and then obviously had made up for it with the pick six there. How do you kind of put today and sum it up?
Big game. Emotions running a little high. At the end of the day, got to stay composed, be with the team. Just keep playing. Just keep playing ball. And at the end of the day, let the plays come to me. No rush. And I was able to jump on one and make a play tonight.
What can you say about what did happen out there during that when you were getting into it with the coaches and then on that personal foul?
I would never get into it with the coaches, but on the other hand, just letting my emotions get the best of me. They're talking on the other side. We knew what it was going to be coming in. And me being a veteran on the team, being a leader in the corner room, I know I have to be smarter than that and make the right decisions for the team. And I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to grow from that. And we're going to keep playing ball. We're going to keep winning games.
You have back those couple of fouls and the coaches play up the game for a couple of drives. Just, I guess, what does that say about the program and how the coaches are running things right now?
Regardless if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. You'll be off the field if you're doing wrong. It doesn't matter who you are or what your status is or what you think your status is. I mean, if you're not doing the right thing, you're not playing the right ball, you're going to get off the field. And at the end of the day, the team win is the only thing that matters. Team for us. So.
I think the two drives that you were out, like they scored both times too. I mean, was that tough watching them score twice?
The drive I was out, yeah, for sure, it was tough. Just knowing that, just me being in the wrong state of mind and doing the wrong thing for the team hurt the team. At the end of the day, we let them off the hook twice. I mean, that was on me. I feel like I'm going to get in front of the team and apologize for my mistake that I made. But at the end of the day, we rallied. They rallied behind. I rallied behind them. They got me going. They pushed me, and we was able to come out with the victory.
To come back from that mistake and then to get a pick six out there, I mean, what was that kind of emotional roller coaster like for you?
Just knowing what I could do when I'm all the way locked in, and just being able to make the right plays and make the right reads when I got my head all the way into the game. There's no reason for me to be worried about the other team or what they're doing at all. And when I play my game, I feel like I'm the best in the country, and I feel like I'm going to be able to make plays every time I get out there.
4 games, you've had 3 interceptions now, 2 of which you've returned to the house. How well are you reading the quarterbacks, do you feel like?
I'm just doing my job. I mean, I'm not really going out trying to overdo it. Coach always tell me, do your job, the ball come, and I just keep doing my job, keep following my keys, and the plays are coming.
How about collectively for the defense? Just obviously, second half, you guys were lights out after they were, gashing you at times in the first half. What changed, and what did the coaching staff say at halftime?
Nothing changed. I mean, we just did our job. The only thing we were missing a lot of tackles. In the second half, we came out and tackled better. That was the difference between the first half and the second half. We was able to tackle better, and we was able to shut them out in the second half and create a lot of opportunities.
Boise State has now won 16 straight games on the blue, which stands as the nation's current longest winning streak. What is it about the blue that you think brings out the best in you guys? This is home. I mean, this is everything for us. I mean, just being here, just knowing the culture, just
just everything about Boise is just we have to protect the blue. At the end of the day, this is the most important thing to us. This is our home, so I feel like whenever somebody comes in here, you never will want somebody to take your stuff at your house. So I mean, that's what we live by, and we're going to keep living by that, and we're going to keep growing as a team.
They came in obviously undefeated, and obviously now you guys have the leg up, for a tiebreaker if you play them again. Who hosts and stuff. Just obviously they came in with maybe the better record, but what kind of statement did you guys make tonight?
At the end of the day, we think we're the better team regardless whoever we're playing. We're going to keep on thinking we're the better team regardless whoever we're playing. We're building days, we're stacking days right now, and I feel like as a team we're just growing every week. I mean, you can see it from offense, defense, from special teams. We're just growing every week as a team, and I feel like we're going to keep growing and we're going to keep making a lot of plays and we're going to rally up these wins.
You guys are 7 games in, Amarion. In terms of the effort today, I mean, special teams made plays, defense made plays, offense obviously made plays. Like, what's it like to see it all kind of come together, Game 7 against an undefeated opponent?
It's great to see it all come together. I mean, just knowing where we started. I mean, week 1 wasn't the best. Special teams wasn't the best. Defense wasn't the best. Offense wasn't the best. Just being able to grow week in, week out is just something we love to see and something we're just building off of. I mean, at the end of the day, the day is going to end. So as long as we stack days and just keep going and keep growing every day, we're gonna become the team we want to be.
You said if you're dialed in, you feel like you're the best in the country. These last few weeks, like, I don't know if there's necessarily been a change or whatever, but like your play has been super consistent. So what have you been emphasizing, I guess, to get you to this point?
Day by day. I mean, like it's just me just trying to be the best version of myself I could be. Just knowing I was blessed with another year to be able to come back, and I feel like I got to make everything of the year. I mean, no time wasted, no wasted steps, no wasted movements. I feel like just being able to come back for another year is a blessing. So every day I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna just keep stacking days.
In the FBS era, you're the only Bronco with 3 pick sixes on the blue. What's it like, and does it ever get old?
It never gets old. I mean, just being in front of Bronco Nation never gets old. Making a play in front of Bronco Nation never gets old. So, I mean, that's a lot of more plays out there to make, and I'm just going to keep stacking days and keep building. I'm going to be ready for the next opponent, regardless if it's on the blue or not. I mean, I'm going to be ready to go.
How do you see getting up pick 6, Mario?
I'm just guarding my man. These are the plays like I've studied during the week. These are plays that I go into practice and go in the meeting room and saying, these are the plays I'm going to make. These are the plays I'm going to get. And I was able to jump on that. I mean, I was waiting for that. Just knowing when two's on, they're going stab, and I was able to jump on it and make a play. Quarterback got the ball out late. We to the field, so it's a longer throw, and I was able to jump on it and make a play.
So do you feel the excitement almost when you see how UNLV's lining up and you're kind of like, this could be my moment?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
This team the last 2 weeks has taken close first half games and then really just finished strong. How do you guys feel like you're getting stronger as the game goes on?
Absolutely. We emphasize starting fast at the end of the day, but if we don't start off fast or we don't start how we want to, we're going to keep on building. We work for this. I mean, the training we've done from January is starting to show. At the end of the day, you got to be able to finish games. I mean, that's the main thing. You can start off a game fast, but you have to finish them. So that's something we preach all the time and every day. So that's something we're going to do every day.
The crowd tonight or today?
Great, as always. I mean, they never disappoint. They always show love, and we love Bronco Nation. We need them at every game. We want them at every game. So, I mean, if we could do that, I mean, we're going to keep winning games in front of Bronco Nation.
Well, like I said, maybe it just happens every time, but a couple of the false starts they forced, and there was one where it was going to be 4th and 1, and then after the false start, they ended up having to punt. I mean, it seemed like they did have an impact out there.
For sure. Every week they have an impact. We get false starts every week. Every week we play at home, we've got a false start, and I mean, Bronco, what else could we ask for from Bronco Nation? I mean, they love us, they support us, and we going to ride behind them as they going to ride behind us.
I feel like you've been in these positions a lot in your career here. It just feels like you're finishing them now. Like, yeah. What went into that? Why is it all clicking for you where you're finishing these plays and not just getting in place for an interception, but getting it and then housing it in most cases now?
I mean, just the same opportunities I got last year, I'm getting them this year. I mean, I'm just catching them. That's the only thing I did extra. I've done extra during practice, and during the week I do extra ball drills and things like that. So it's all coming to light. And as a returner, I mean, I always was able to run a little bit. So mean, every time I get the ball in my hands, I'm trying to go score. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of running today.
First time anyone's ever drank that.
I need it. Literally.
200 yards on the blue man, big win over UNLV. I mean, how'd that feel?
It felt great, especially it was my first 200-yard game. The lineman went out there and put on a show for me and gave me all the looks that I needed, and at that point, I just did what I did.
How exciting was that offense to be a part of today? I mean, you guys were, pulling some tricks out the bag, and it looked like you guys were having fun out there.
Yeah, we were having fun. We went out there with the best mindset we could. We just went out there and competed and did our thing. Like, it wasn't nothing new. I expected our team to go out there and dominate. It's the blue. We protect the blue, and we did what we were supposed to do.
Dylan, it's one thing to do it once. Have 400-yard games, a 200-yard game today. How are you doing this week in and week out?
Really, it's just staying consistent, making sure I keep my mental straight and my physical body straight. And at that point, it's just I got to keep doing what I'm doing because I can't afford to take no weeks off, because if I take that week off, then I'm going to be down on the depth chart, and I'm trying to make sure I'm at peak performance every game.
None of us have been there. I mean, walk us through, what's that feeling like when you break free and you see nothing but blue in front of you and the ends of the head?
It's definitely a good feeling. Once I see the hole open, everything just feel like it's moving in slow motion. Like, personally, when I run, everything feels like it's in slow motion. And apparently it's not in slow motion, but yeah, it's definitely a good feeling.
Feel to see Malik after the muff kick on special teams get in the end zone there in the second half?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of that because I know I didn't have a punt, but I had a kick return drop before, and I know that exact feeling. And it definitely takes a toll on you, but for him to take a deep breath and forget that play and next play mentality and him go out there and score, I'm extremely proud of that, man.
What kind of statement do you feel like you guys made as a team tonight?
Yeah, we made a real statement that we can compete with anybody, like, regardless of whatever people say that we might lose or this or that. Like, we don't care about the outside noise. We just know what we got going on, and we're going to go out there and dominate any team that's in front of us.
Last 2 weeks, you guys have taken close halftime games and really finished strong. What's it been about the way this team finishes, and it almost seems like they get stronger as the game goes on?
Yeah, fourth quarter mentality. We can't let no team off the hook, because if we think we winning and we got it good, you don't. We need to finish all 4 quarters. That's why when fourth quarter hit, you see everybody lifting up their fours. Like, we getting ready to finish this game off.
You mentioned that you can't take your foot off the gas because you might slip down the depth chart with how talented your running back room is. So what does earning another opportunity mean to you? Coaches have talked a little bit about riding the hot hand and things like that. So what does earning an opportunity mean to you?
It means a lot. Knowing that how many people is in our room, like, I know it's going to be a competitive room. Everybody in there can play for, as you see, game in and game out. Like, every person, whether it's Sayer starting, whether it's me starting, Leak starting, like, everybody can play. So that's why my job is to be consistent at everything that I do so I can make sure I'm at the top.
Dylan, you've obviously, had a lot to deal with personally and overcome a lot. I mean, how have you kind of, dealt with everything you've had to deal with and kind of push forward?
Honestly, it's just reading the Bible and just having conversation with my mom and coaches and things like that, because that's really the big thing, like my mental and everything like that. And my dad, he got me here in the first place. So in general, my job is to keep fulfilling the promise that he gave me and I gave him, is to make it to that league, and that's what it is.
How do you keep carrying your dad's legacy?
I got to, you know what I'm saying? He built me up, and same with my brothers, from the ground up. So my job is just to go out there and show what he made, you know what I'm saying?
How much have your teammates supported you and continue to support you through everything?
A lot, especially when it first happened. Floods of texts, wrote me letters, spoke to my mom. That's really all it is. Like, I really respect these guys, and I love my team for that. So it just makes me want to push harder for them, for anything, like regardless if it's on the field or off the field.
What makes, being a running back and rushing the football here at this university, what makes it special?
You can just look at every other running back that used to be here. Like, you are inspired to be like that. And we, as running backs here, we get held to a very high standard. So if we're not playing to that high standard, then it's next running back, and that's how I think it is.
There are two running backs that have rushed for over 200 yards against UNLV here, Jeremy McNichols and Ashton Genty, and they're both in the league. So that's your ultimate goal. So to uphold the standard here in that room, what does that mean to you? And be mentioned in the same breath with guys like that.
It's definitely amazing to be mentioned with those guys, because both of those guys that you just named are very talented, and we see where they at right now, and that's where I aspire to be. But like, I'm just focused on making sure I do it again every single game, make sure I'm getting 200 plus every game, and we winning every game too.
Dylan, you guys aren't just winning on the blue, but I think you guys are averaging something stupid like 43 points per game here.
Yeah.
Just, what's it like being on a team that's willing to, keep pushing the pedal and just keep on going for full four quarters?
Yeah, it's amazing, because some teams tend to be the best at the first, second quarter, and then tend to be not so good in the third and fourth. But our team, we talk about making sure we play from the first quarter, second, third, and fourth. So we just built that mentality, that blue-collar mentality, to go out there and work for 4 quarters, and nobody's going to stop us.
Why do you think you were so explosive on offense today? I mean, you, Chris, Ben had one, Bates. Like, why do you think you were so explosive today on offense?
Really, the simple answer is that we've been working on this at practice. We had our best week of practice, and we were going out there being explosive just like we normally do, and it just showed out on the field.
You talked a little bit about your personal journey, Dylan. We've heard you didn't miss anything, and your teammates have great respect for you, and just to have this place to come to as you go through what you're going through. What has that been like?
It's definitely, I have my hard times, but being here with my brother's family and everything like that, like, I tend to forget about it in a sense. Like, obviously it's in the back of my head, but I tend to forget about it and go to practice and do my thing, work on my craft, because I'm already knowing he wouldn't want me to be thinking about him 24/7. So my job is just to make my mama proud and everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Do you do anything before games to honor your dad, or any rituals you have to kind of honor him or keep him in your heart?
Not necessarily. I got like a big tattoo on my back, so he with me every game. But I know the first couple of games I had wrote something on my shirt, but other than that, like, regardless, he's with me every day, every moment of the second. He's my wallpaper on my phone too, but other than that, like, every game he's on my back, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks, good. Thank you, Dylan.
Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Everyone good in the second row? Everyone filming? Good to go? Good? Go ahead, Coach.
You guys good? Well, guys, I appreciate you guys, as always, your time and effort to cover our team, and proud of our guys, man. First off, always thank you, Jesus, for the victory, man. I believe that you work like it depends on you, you pray like it depends on God, and you just keep chipping away. Keep chipping. I talked to our team about just continue to pound the rock, and maybe you don't always see goal, but you got to keep working. You got to keep working. You got to keep growing. And you see that. And I really believe that if you trust the Lord, you work hard, and you trust your process, like, it's going to improve. Not always in the time we all want it. I'm just talking life in general. Life is not rainbows and butterflies. Life's hard. But if you continue to trust the Lord, you put your head down, you work, you will grow. and better times are coming, and the best is still to come. So I'm proud of our team. We've been through a lot. We've learned a lot. And I think tonight you see when a team that loves each other, cares about each other, and continues just to work. Doesn't matter what people are saying. Doesn't matter what people think you are. You just go to work, and it showed tonight. There's still going to be a lot of things on film that we got to fix and grow, and we're going to even be better than we were tonight. We have to be. We have to be. We got to be better next week against Nevada than we were tonight against UNLV. That's college football. You see that across the board. The second you take your foot off the gas, it is at that point you're going to be in trouble. You're going to get caught slipping, and that's what we can't have happen. So we got to handle success the right way now too. And so, but I'm just proud of our guys. Man, Bronco Nation was elite tonight or this afternoon, going out there, the blackout. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, and we put a premium on playing at home. And I talked to our team on Friday with my team meeting that what matters most to you, you protect. If it doesn't matter to you, you don't protect. That's just life in general. What matters most, you protect. And when we go on that field, yes, it's a blue field. We don't protect that field. We protect this community. Like, that matters to us. We talked about this community and how much they save their money to come watch you. What do you want that to look like? And then how much do your teammate matter to you? How much do your brothers matter to you? Because we put a premium on team is always greater than me. Team is always greater than me. And I think that showed tonight. And I'm proud of our guys battling. Yes, there's some mistakes we made in the game. And we talked all week, don't let them off the hook. Don't let them off the hook. Don't let our penalties or mistakes let them off the hook. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. And you can see that. I think we had a really good second half. Still a lot to clean up. But we had some mistakes, but I'm proud of our guys battling. Man, in all three phases, you can see us growing. When you watch the film, there's going to be a lot of things to fix. But, man, in all three phases, we grew, and I'm proud of that. So I'm proud of our team growing. We got a big one this week against Nevada, and we got to stay on that track. We just got to keep swinging. We got to keep pounding the rock, and I'm proud of our guys.
Coach Dylan Riley, first 200-yard game. Just how would you put into words what he means to this program?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about Dylan Riley before because of the impact he's had on this team in regards to him around the football, but he's an impact in how he works. I mean, all three of those running backs, him, Sire Gaines, Malik Sherrod, James Montgomery does a great job with him, and they study. We put a lot on our running backs, and he's relentless. No matter if it's a bad game, good game, seeing him continue to grow. And the thing about Dylan is our O-line had a good game tonight, man. They imposed their will and continue to grow. There's some things that we need to continue to grow in. But the second Dylan Riley gets some daylight, that thing's probably gone. He's got that kind of juice. He's got that kind of speed. And I know as a defensive coach, that would keep me up at night because, you know, the second he touches the rock, if there's air, it could be out.
You talk a lot about growth. When it comes to today's game, how nice was it to see in the game Amarian with those two penalties and then ends up getting a pick six, and Malik Sherrod muffs the kick and then ends up scoring in the second half? Is that kind of encapsulating what you're talking about in terms of players just learning from their mistakes and growing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first off, we got to make sure those mistakes don't happen. Right, we gotta learn from them so they don't happen again. But I mean, Malik Sherrod, that's a huge play in the game. Not only is it a turnover, they're in the red zone and they go down and score. I mean, it's something we can't have happen. But we trust Malik. I believe he's one of the best returners in the country. And you can see we had an explosive return on kickoff return today because of him and because of a lot of the blocks in front of him. So we trust him, but those mistakes happen. Then he comes back and has a touchdown on offense. Right, Amarian. He's been through a lot this week. I'm not going to get, but he's been through a lot, and I'm not okay with the personal foul. He's had that before, game one, but what I am proud of is him not going to the tank and him learning and then coming out and playing really well and coming out being a good teammate. Now, we got to learn from the mistake to make sure they don't happen again, and that's on us as a staff to make sure we get it fixed, but I am proud of his response. I'm proud of him not going to the tank and proud of him coming out and playing really well in the second half.
With Amarian and that penalty with the fouling, you take him out for a couple of drives. Is that indicative now of how these kinds of penalties will be treated going forward for the team?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be repercussions for personal fouls, and every single one of them are different, right? And I look at sometimes roughing the passer. If it's bang bang and our guys are playing hard, I can live in that space. But for ones that are completely just lack of discipline, yeah, we're going to take them out so they have time to think about it. And at some point, there's got to be a repercussion when you go against the standard of what we do. But what I am proud of, like I said, is even when he was out, he was still locked in, and he learned from it. And I even had a good conversation with, hey, make the decision. Are you going to be a part of this team and do this the right way or not? And he did. And I'm really, really, really proud of Amarian for doing that.
Now had 3 interceptions in the last 4 weeks, 2 of which he returned. You know, how well is he reading quarterbacks right now?
Guys, Amari McCoy, when he is doing what he's supposed to do, playing within the schemes, and not letting an opponent get him out of that, he's one of the best corners we've had. Now, he's not when he leaves that space and gets frustrated and does things he shouldn't. But when he's in character and doing what I know he is capable of and what God's made him to be, I mean, he's really, really good. And we need every bit of that from him now. We just can't have these laps because you can tell me he could lock anybody up.
From Amarion's journey in terms of, clearly it takes effort and trust and things like that, but it also takes a lot of patience, but you can see the reward of that patience paying off at times too.
Yeah, I think that's, as a coach, every young man's different. Every single one. We have 109 players on this team, and all of them need something different from me than somebody else, right? Amarion and fill-in-the-blank player is going to need something different. Amarion, I love that young man. He is a great kid. I mean, you see what he did, paid for someone's groceries. That's who he is. I mean, Sheldon Newton, one of our players, had surgery to get healthy, to continue to pursue the NFL. The number one guy taking care of him is Amari McCoy. I call him, I'm getting Sheldon some medicine, helping him, because he's a great kid. Now, there's still a lot to improve and grow, and so I always want to meet our players where they are, but also continue to pull them higher to become the best version of themselves. So everyone's different. We're continuing to grow, and I'm continuing to grow to make sure we meet them there. But I love Amarion, and I know he loves this team, and I'm proud of him.
They obviously came in as the undefeated team, and you guys are now undefeated in conference play and have won the last 2, going for 3. I mean, what kind of statement did you guys make about who's the top team in the conference?
Yeah, BJ, I mean, that's a really good football team we played. They're undefeated for a reason. We've talked about that, and then our guys did a really good job tonight. And every team we play, we are going to get their absolute best. When we play Nevada on Friday, we will get the absolute best from them. It is our job to make sure that we're our best. And so right now, it's still early in the season. We got to grow week in and week out, and we just got to work to continue to play our best each week. And then at the end of the season, we'll let the chips fall to the man.
First half to second half defensively today?
Yeah, I mean, we need to make sure we kept their quarterback in the pocket. Calandria is very, very mobile. You could see we had him in some good situations, and he was able to get loose and score and get loose and get first down. So proud of Chins and Coach Shenander and how he was able to operate and make sure we kept him in the pocket and our guys executed.
What you liked about your second half effort the last 2 weeks and the way you just guys are able to finish games?
Yeah, I think Coots was telling me a stat that we're outscoring teams pretty good in the second half right now, which is huge. I mean, you have to find a way to finish football games. And that's in all 3 phases. Can't let your foot off the gas. I'm not proud of how that last drive on defense went when we put some of our backups in, because those guys are all one play away from being starters. And I talked to them on the field, said, hey, there's a standard to play here. That name on the front matters here. No one drives down the field and scores on us. So we have to grow that. But I'm proud of how our guys came out in the second half and defensively. I mean, that offense is the number 1 offense in the country in yards per play. And they went out and did a lot of things to throw them off and made big-time plays.
You guys have won 16 straight on the Blue, and that's the longest current winning streak in the country. What is it about the Blue that brings out the best in the Broncos?
Yeah, I think, like I said, with it, you protect what matters most. And I wish this was the case, but there's no magic pixie dust on the Blue field. There's not. I wish there was. If there is, I'd love to find it. But it does matter to us playing at home. It matters playing in front of Bronco Nation. It matters to our team. It matters that we protect this place. And it matters when people come and pay money to sit in Albertson Stadium, that what they watch is worth it. And how we do it matters too. So it's something we put a premium on, and we got a long way to grow, but I'm proud of our guys understanding how big it is to win at home.
How about Oscar Doyle coming up clutch 2 weeks in a row with his arm?
It's quarterback, man. Yeah. No, I mean, hats off to Coach Collins, man. I mean, and just like anything, special teams or tackling or penalties, and in the media, everything gets highlighted, which it is what it is. I get it. Coach Collins works his tail off, man. I mean, we got a bunch of different fakes that we've been working on since fall camp, and that was the right situation for that one. Coach Collins was on it, and he was like, you ready to do it? And I said, let's do it. And we executed it. I mean, hats off to Oscar Doyle, Matt Wagner, but that's the stuff that people don't see. And obviously in the moment when it's executed, it's great, but I'm proud of Coach Collins, man. He's a great football coach, and we are growing a lot in our special teams.
How did you like what Coach Posse was drawing up today? I mean, you guys looked exciting out there, misdirections and trick plays, and just, how did you like seeing all of that today?
It was awesome. I think it's really fun for our players, and every week we're going to go into a game with a bunch of new stuff in regard that we can attack a defense. We have some DNA things that we do, but we want to throw defenses off in regards to trick plays, misdirections, to be on the attack. We want to be on the attack in all three phases. I don't want any opponent to be like, oh, I got a good idea what these guys are about. I want to be on the attack. We're gonna go for it on fourth down. We're gonna fake. We're gonna be on the attack offensively and defensively. So that's a mentality for this place.
Just, Dylan, we've talked about him a few times through the season. But, he's standing up here, we're asking questions about his dad, and he's got a smile on his face, and he's being so positive. Just what can you even say just about his attitude towards this whole situation?
I got so much respect for Dylan Riley. I mean, my dad's sitting right here. I don't know what that's like, and can't imagine what that's like. And a young man that, even through one of the hardest moments of his life, one of the hardest things you'll ever go through, he's been a great teammate, never been late to anything, still works his tail off, no excuses. That's uncommon. That is uncommon, and he deserves all the credit. He's a great young man. He's got a phenomenal mom, and his future is so bright here because of who he is as a person.
Why does it seem to work when he's on the field? I mean, 15 carries for 201 yards is ridiculous, and he's kind of entered this status where you kind of, if he's on the field, you watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we got weapons on this team. We got to continue to find ways to use them, and Dylan Riley's a weapon. And our offensive line created a lot of movement at the point of attack. I mean, you can see it. They create a lot of movement, a lot of holes at the point of attack. And Dylan Riley, like I said, if there's air there, he is hitting it, and it is on. That's who he is. And Sire Gaines can do that. Malik Sherrod can do it. But Dylan Riley right now is playing at a really, really high level.
Seeing Chris have his moments, too. That catch that he had over the downfield was about as good as any you've seen here on the blue, probably.
That was a big-time catch from Chris. And I love Chris. I mean, I love that young man. Seeing him continue to grow last season, this season, some things that we want him to continue to grow, and him continually staying in the fight, growing, taking coaching, that's a big-time moment. That's a big-time catch. And then on the sideline, I was so proud of Chris today, loving on his team. And he's done that. So he's growing, man. He's got all the talent in the world. I'm proud of the trajectory he's on. Now he's got to continue to stay on it. But I'm proud of Chris, man. He can play this game for a long time if he continues to grow.
Coming into this week, you mentioned Thomas, the running back, a number of times, and averaging 9 yards of carries, averaging over 10 yards of carry on first down. And I know it's hard to contain everybody on defense. I get that. He had 11 carries for 38 yards. How much did that lead to your guys' success?
I mean, we talk a lot offensively that a mentality of our team's running the football. On the flip side, the number one thing defensively stopped the run. And our guys did a really, really good job. Some missed tackles on some perimeter plays, especially with the quarterback, that we got to clean up. But our guys understood what time it is, and they did a really good job stopping them.
Why do you think you guys were so explosive today? I mean, talk about explosive. UNLV is number one in the country, and you're the team that averaged a ridiculous 9.8 yards per play on offense. So why do you think it all clicked today?
Yeah, I mean, we went into the game. I mean, the two biggest stats are the turnover margin and explosive plays. And those are things we put a premium on, especially on offense. It's not always going to be perfect, but if you can stay in the fight, continue to wear guys out, don't have self-inflicted negatives, penalties, missed assignments, lack of physicality, you're always going to give your shot to be explosive. And that showed up. And then on the flip side, even though UNLV had some explosives, our guys was able to tighten it up and make big plays when they needed to on defense.
Ford looked pretty frustrating. It was coming off. I don't know if it was
we're going to continue to look at it, BJ. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm sure we're going to get it looked at, but it didn't look great. It didn't look great.
The short week now, turn your attention to Nevada.
Yep. I got about 13 more minutes on UNLV, and then it's Nevada. No, I mean, it's a big-time league opponent on the road, short week, and I absolutely know we will get their very best, and it's our job to make sure they get ours.
How about just Maddox real quick? Early in the game, ball deflected pick. Comes back, throws 4 touchdowns and 14 completions for 253 yards. I mean, doesn't really get much more efficient than that. What did you think of the way?
Yeah, we started a little bit slow in our pass game. Really efficient run the football. Started a little slow with our pass game, but Maddox is a relentless competitor. I mean, he's banged up. He's rushed. I mean, I'm begging him to slide, and he's in there spin moving and running dudes over because he's a competitor. He loves this team, trains his tail off, beat up, banged up, still finds a way to win and compete, and I think the world of Maddox for that.
I think maybe it was last game or game before, you talked about how maybe there were a couple downfield throws and he's got to trust his protection and things like that. And I mean, really yards per attempt, they're off the charts. But like, what do you think of the way that he did that? And giving some of his guys downfield a chance to go make a play.
And that opens up what we do offensively when we could take the top off. And we did it today. We had a big time throw to Chris. One of them was to Cam. I mean, there's probably a couple others that I'm even forgetting, just to be able to loosen up a defense when everyone's trying to stop the run. And that's how we can become explosive. And so proud of our protection. A couple of times it got a little loose, but overall offensive line played really well tonight. And even the slow start that Maddox kind of had, he's such a competitor that he stayed on it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,